Go. To live a pure, unselfish life, one must count nothing as one's own in the midst of abundance. Buddha. This quote describes my mom perfectly, as I've never seen her act selfish toward me or any of her loved ones. She's accomplished many more things by the age of 20 than I ever could have imagined, and there's truly nobody else I strive to be like. Before I continue, here are the sources I used as a point of reference. I interviewed my mom, Mary Hamilton, and my sister, Heather McCarthy. My facts came from nationalbreastcancer.org and marinecorpstimes.com. And my quotes came from bradyquote.com, movemequotes.com, quotationspage.com, and the Bible. So my name is Callie Hamilton, and today I want to pay tribute to my mom for the obstacles she's had to overcome throughout her life, the unusual things she's accomplished, and her pure, unselfish motives towards all her loved ones. Booker T. Washington once said, "Success is to be measured not so much by the position that one has reached in life, but as by the obstacles which she has overcome." My mom has had to face many obstacles, big and small, throughout her lifetime, but she's overcome them with amazing perseverance. At the age of 2, she lost her dad to cancer. She was the youngest of 6 kids at the time, and her mom struggled to make ends meet. She was a mom figure to her younger sister, and she could walk and talk. From the time she could walk and talk, my mom had to learn to take care of herself and all of her siblings. She had to be a mom figure to her younger sister. She had to get her first job at only the age of 14, and she was the best friend to my mom, who was going through a really hard time. So, 1 in every 8 women will be diagnosed with breast cancer at some point in their lifetime, and this stands as the second leading cause of cancer death among women in the U.S. My mom was one of these 8, and this was terrifying for me. My heart and head became overwhelmed when I learned of her diagnosis, and I was absolutely terrified. However, I never saw any fear or negativity. I never saw any tears come from her eyes, and when she first told me of her diagnosis, she simply said, "At least this is happening to me and not a little baby." So I've really always been amazed at just how much my mom sees the bright side of things. So Clement Stone once said, "Everyone who achieves success is a great venture, solved each problem as they come to it. They helped themselves, and they were helped through powers known and unknown to them at the time they set out on their voyage. They kept going regardless of the obstacles in life." How many of us can say that they had a parent who was a Marine? And then how many of us can say that they had a mom who was a Marine? I can say yes to both of these. In my opinion, this is one of the coolest things my mom has accomplished in her life, and I admire this so much. MarineCorpstimes.com quoted, "Standards will not be lowered for any group. Standards may be changed as circumstances in the world change, but they'll be changed for everybody." My mom is 5'4", weighs 150 pounds, yet she's the strongest woman I know, both mentally and physically. At my age, she had already been in the Marines, had her first child, and she remained steadfast, courageous, and determined through it all. So at the age of 18, my mom joined the Marine Corps and served as the admin for a lieutenant colonel. She said that being in the Marines was physically and emotionally intense. From sun up to sundown, she was constantly moving, cleaning barracks, exercising, going to class, learning to shoot, and she had to learn a lot of survival skills and discipline. One of the worst things she said she ever had to go through were gas chambers, and I can never even imagine this. Right out of the Marines, my mom packed up all her stuff and decided to move to Austin, Texas with her daughter, and at this time she was only 20 years old. She landed a job with Liberty Mutual and returned to work just 4 weeks after having her kid, and she's been working with Liberty Mutual for the past 31 years, never once taking a break. What is the essence of life? To serve others and to do good. Aristotle. This quote, in my opinion, is a great reflection of my mom. No matter what challenges she's faced in life, she makes her daughters and her loved ones her #1 priority always. Despite all challenges and accomplishments, my mom's never failed to act selflessly and modestly in everything she does. She was married twice, had 3 girls, and basically raised us all on her own. She never really got to live a normal college student's life. When talking to my sister about my mom, she said how my mom was always a mom and a dad to her because she never really had a fatherly figure in her life. She was at all of her club soccer games, gave her her first car, and drove a company car instead, and let my brother-in-law and her move back in when they didn't have a place to live. She's always showed my sister her utmost love. About 5 years ago, my mom lost her mom to Alzheimer's disease. Watching my grandma slowly fade away was saddening, but watching my mom have to experience that was heartbreaking. My mom stayed strong when at any moment she could have broken down and cried, knowing her mom would soon be leaving us. I know I would have. Thinking about the strength and resilience is absolutely inspiring. She never once distanced herself from her daughters, and she always put our feelings first no matter what. So Corinthians 13:4-8 states, "Love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres." In conclusion, I just want to pay tribute to an amazing woman that I'm lucky enough to call my mom, because she's overcome every obstacle in her life, accomplished many unusual things, and she's never failed to be pure and selfless in everything that she does. It would take me days to talk about all the things that my mom has been through and accomplished in her lifetime. She would sacrifice anything and everything for the happiness of her loved ones. I've never once heard her boast about her successes, and I know I'll always strive to be like my mom each and every day. If I'm only half the lady she is, I would say I'm the most fortunate girl in the world. Thank you.